Hi friends, it's Ashley from Ashley's Paper Heart, and today I have kind of a big haul. I went to the California Pen Show. It was my first pen show, and I want to show you what I got. And yeah, I'm super excited. So I would get a snack or a drink or something to help you get through this with me because it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So yeah. So to begin with, this is I guess kind of like the branding that they had for the show. And so of course I had to get one of the pen sleeves, and this is a rickshaw and Drungules. Is that how you pronounce it? It's their collaboration with the pen show. And this is actually my first rickshaw bag. I wasn't able to get any of the pen sleeves there at the show because they were sold out and they only had like one pattern. I didn't like it, but I did order some online and they'll be coming soon. So I just got the case, and I'm gonna do like a two three-sleeved pen things in here, holders. Sorry, I'm very new to the whole rickshaw thing, but I saw this and I couldn't pass it up because it's California branded, and I'm living in California, and I don't know, I've kind of taken on the California California lifestyle since we started living out here. So I got these two things from Rickshaw. I thought super excited. I cannot wait for the pen sleeves that I ordered to come so that I can actually use this as a case. But right now I have been putting these other like sleeves in the front right here, and I'll show you what I got in that. So let's start off with this pen first. This is like an unexpected beauty that I'm really excited about. This is my first vintage pen. So it's a Waterman Pocket Pen from the 1920s. And it's got the lever filler right there. And it has a little bit of ink of it because I was dipping it. But the most exciting thing about it is that it's a flex nib. And it's like the true vintage flex nib. And they had so many vintage pen dealers there and people who restore them. And I had been wanting to get into the whole like vintage pen game for a while. And it was really nice to see stuff in person and try it and know that these pieces have been restored, because I know if you order online you don't always know if you're getting a piece that's been restored correctly. And just being able to test out the nib, this thing writes beautifully. I wish I was better at cursive because this is definitely lends itself to cursive, the nib does. And I can totally see how people say that modern flex nibs have nothing on the vintage flex nibs. So if you ever have a chance to try a vintage flex nib, specifically a Waterman, because that's what a lot of the dealers were telling me is like a entry into it. Like Waterman is like the one that cannot be beat for a flex nib on a vintage pen. So it's got like a silicone bag inside of this, and apparently you're not supposed to open it unless you're servicing the pen. So I'm not going to open the actual like pen body, but you use this little lever to like pull up the ink in there. And I will be inking this up later. I ordered some Waterman ink. The dealer who I purchased this from said that if you're using a vintage pen, you should use inks that were made, like brands that had inks made during that time. So he's like, don't use shimmer or sheening, like, because it could really mess up the pen. And because they're vintage, like, it's not as easy to get these things serviced as a more modern pen. So I'm going to be extra careful with the inks that I put in here. And if you want me to do a video on like a writing sample and filling it up and anything else we can learn together, just let me know in the comments. I definitely see myself buying more vintage pens in the future because this thing is amazing. It feels amazing in my hand, and the craftsmanship is just something else. So it is a small but mighty, very beginning of my vintage pen collection. So let's see. Let's do this one first. So I think it's pronounced Heinz. I think. This was one of the first booths that we actually like stopped and really like looked at everything. And I've seen this brand on Atlas Stationers, and I was really curious about them, and I wanted to stop by their booth and see them. And they're also a Texas family owned company, and I'm from Texas, and I don't know, there's always a sense of Texas pride. Wherever you go, you have to support your fellow Texans. And of course, like, I had to go over there and talk to them. And it was just so good to talk to people from my home state. Like, if you know, you know, like, I don't know, there's a vibe. Texas has a vibe. The people are like, they have a vibe. And I really miss it since living in California. But I was so happy to talk to them. They're really great people, really passionate about what they do. And I bought 2 pens. One of them is going to be shipped with me because it's going to have some modifications done to it. But this was the one that I did bring home from the pen show. And it's beautiful. I think one of the coolest things that I didn't realize that happens is that when you buy a pen there, like from the actual manufacturers, a lot of them like let you choose the nib right there, and then they will tune it for you. So they actually tune this. It's a fine nib, and they tuned it for me to write wet, which I am so happy about. And I also picked the color of the nib. So I have like a purple nib on this, and it's got like that iodized kind of like paint or whatever. They said, it does say on this little card, like, how to take care of it. There's like specific inks that you shouldn't use with it, and there's different like care instructions. And I'm not like totally like put off by that, because I do have a Sailor pen that has similar thing. Like, they only want you using Sailor ink with it, and or it could like mess up the coating. So this is definitely one that I'll be more careful with. It's really cool because these nibs are like super interchangeable, and they're super easy to take in and out. They actually screw in and out, which is nice. And this is just a regular cartridge converter, so that's good. It's interchangeable. It's really sturdy in there. You can see you have to turn it quite a bit to actually open the pen, so there's no like worry about this thing like popping off on accident. They had so many different colors and so many different kinds of like resin pour ones. I wish I could have gotten one of everything. I will definitely be buying from this company again. I took one of their stickers too. The home state, Texas, gotta represent. So I'm super excited about this one. I've been really into, and I say this now, I got other pens that are sparkly and colorful, but I've been trying to add some more like neutral colors. And I thought this was so pretty because it has all the like oranges and blues kind of mixed into this like beige. So I'm super excited about this one. And as soon as I get my little pen like sleeve thing, I'll put it in the rickshaw case that I have over here. So that's my first Heinz pen. I'm super excited. Then I got my first Franklin Kristoff pens, and it was really cool. What was really cool about their station is that they had all of their nibs in a pen there that you could try, so that you could see like, well, what is their fine versus their fine that's made out of gold versus like some of the other nibs that they carry. And it was really cool to like be able to sit down and really test what nib I wanted. So this is the first one I got. I don't know the names of the models. I just saw the bodies of the pens and I was like, oh, I want that one. But this one's so pretty. The resin pour is beautiful. This one I got, I believe I got a gold. Yes, I got a fine gold nib on this one. It might actually, no, it is a fine. Or is it an extra fine? It's an extra fine. I was actually quite surprised because I wrote with one of the extra fine gold nibs and it writes beautifully. It definitely is the same kind of thickness as, I would say, maybe like a Sailor medium fine. And again, they tuned it for me right there, and it was really amazing to like have it just the way that I want it. I guess that would be my recommendation. Like, if you ever get a chance to go to a pen show, do it. Buy from the manufacturers that are there. They can work on the nibs right there for you, and you can get exactly the pen that you want, which is really freaking cool and worth going. So this is my second one. I think it's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like cloud, like sunset, I guess. But it's so pretty. I got a regular steel nib on this one. This one's a fine steel nib, and just their regular stock, the Franklin Kristoff nib. The only thing that I'm not crazy about with this pen body, and I knew it, like I knew when I got it, but I just really like the design, is that it doesn't have a clip. So obviously, like if I set it on my table and there's any sort of like slope to it, it's just going to roll right off the table. I don't think that's going to bother me like long term, but it's just kind of weird because I think pretty much every pen that I have has like a clip or like a roll stop on it of some sort. So I will get used to that. So right now I've kind of just been having these stuck in here for now. And that's just like going to be their home for now. I'm going to keep them in the little case that they came in. It was really nice to have. Okay, so let's go next to, I found a new company that I was so excited about because they're local. They actually have a store near UCLA, which is local enough. It's like a, 45-minute drive or so, which is fine. So it's Flax Pen to Paper. And what was most exciting, because they're a really small shop, I talked to one of the owners, and he was super sweet, super kind. And he was telling me about some of the stuff that they're going to be getting in their shop. But they carry Troublemaker inks. They are one of two U.S. North American companies that carry Troublemaker inks. So I bought all of these. And I wanted to buy every color, but they didn't have every color in stock. I definitely will be watching their website because there's a few more colors that I have in my head that I really want. But I got, don't ask me to pronounce that, but I got this one. And I will do a video of swatches with these because like the samples that they had for the coloring was like amazing. Like the sheening, the dual chrome, like properties were just out of this world. Like I've never seen. So I got this one. Is it Nanita? I'm so excited. And I guess they're made in the Philippines. He was telling me that they make in super small batches. So like when they get orders in, they may get like 12 bottles of ink at a time. So they're made in like tiny batches. Abalone or abalone. This one I'm so excited about. I think all of these except this one. This one is, I believe, shimmer. But the rest of these are just like sheening and dual colored. I got this one. And the copper. Actually, I think the copper patina is the one that's got shimmer in it. And I typically stay away from shimmer inks, but if you saw the samples, oh my lord. Oh my goodness. It was just like ink, shimmer, dual chrome, like that I had never seen in any inks that I've ever looked at. And then I also got sea glass. So I will be doing a separate video swatching these, giving my first impressions and inking them up in a pen. Probably some pen that I know is like a super reliable pen and easygoing, maybe like a TWSBI. And we'll see how it goes. So then, I'm going to pull this bag out. They had the Traveler's Notebook pop-up. And I was so excited because they had all of their stamps. And I didn't get every stamp that they had, but I did stamp a few. And I bought another insert. Like I need another insert. Like I need another hole in the head. But I had been wanting one of their spiral notebooks, and it's just the plain white paper. But I am excited about this. I'd been wanting one, and so I got one. Then I got this sticker set, the Ace Hotel. I just thought it was some really cool stickers. They actually had things on there that were sold on their website. Like, I believe that they've had these, like the wallet things that go in, sold out on the website. And they also had some of the special edition, like traveler's notebooks, like the hotel and record one. They had those in stock there at the pen show. And I know that those have been sold on the website. I believe their headquarters for the U.S. is in Long Beach, which is not very far from L.A. So that's exciting. That's probably why they had able to come out. But so this is the insert I bought, and I did some of the stamps. And those stamps are juicy. I kind of gotta mess up, but I did some of their specialty stamps, and I was like, yay! They had so many. I didn't want to just sit there and stamp all day because I know there were people waiting on me. So I kind of just grabbed a few here and there. And I am so excited to have my book stamped because I know those specialty stamps only travel to certain places. And just to be able to do that was just really special. And the people that were working at the booth were really sweet. And I'm really excited. I am definitely going to use this insert to put I guess the ephemera that I picked up from the pen show. So, all this stuff. Oh, if you want to know who I got my vintage pen from, and I thought he was a nice guy. So this is the guy that I bought this from. He had a lot. I was asking him how he got into the whole restoring vintage pens, and he said he was a trucker or something, and then he had worked on motorcycles and machines and stuff like that, and then he had bought a box of vintage pens at an antique shop and started selling them on eBay, and they were going for a lot. And so he's like, oh, this is something that I could do. So because he's machine minded, he's been restoring these pens and selling them. So I think it's cool. It's really cool. I think maybe his daughter was with him. I don't know. I didn't ask. But I'm so excited about this pen. I tell you, if you're ever want to try a flex nib, find a vintage pen. There is nothing in the modern pens that even acutely compare to what this flex nib does. And he also had a really rare flex nib that had the super long tines, and I would have bought that one too, but I was so worried because it's so soft that I would have busted the tines on it. So I was flex nibs, vintage pens, try it. I promise you'll not be disappointed. So yeah, I got the stamps. I'm super excited about that. And last big, I shopped their booth, which was huge, and I got a few pens that I've had my eye on for a little while. So I bought the Pilot Custom 823 in amber, and I had been looking at this pen for a while. I was happy. They gave me a really good deal on it. I know Pilot has increased their prices, but because I bought two pens, they gave me the old price for the Pilot, and that's something else. You can get some good deals if you go to pen shows. So of course it comes with the Pilot ink, which I probably won't use. I'm not a fan of this color. And I see a lot of these come with this specific blue, and I'm not jumping up and down about this blue. The bottle's cool though, but I'm just not jumping up and down about the blue. So here is the pen. I'm going to open it now because I have learned something from buying pens, is that you really should open them and look at the nib. Make sure that it's not messed up before you throw away the box and all that. And the nib looks perfect, so there's a nib. I believe it's a gold nib. This is beautiful. It's a piston filler, so no converter needed. Or is it a vacuum filler? I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions, but I am so excited about this one. I've been having my eye on this one. It's beautiful. The color's beautiful. I got it in a medium nib. My Pilot Custom 74 is in a medium nib. I really like the line weight that it produces, so I will definitely be, I think with Pilots, mostly sticking to medium nibs. So that was that. Let's see, I'm going to put this somewhere safe. I don't want to just like toss it and then... I also got, I'll just put this out there, some inks, some more inks because I need more inks, like I need a hole in the head. Okay. They had so many inks there, and it's like, if you don't live near one of these stationery stores, and I don't really live super close to them, you don't get to see these inks in person. So this brand, is it Waringle? I've been buying a lot of their inks. I've really enjoyed their inks so far, so I bought this one, Mind, which I'm excited about. They had some of those Sailor color changing inks, like depending on where you, what kind of paper you use it on, it shows up a completely different color. So I did get samples of them from Goulet Pens. I love them. And so I went ahead and bought some of the full-size bottles. I think that this series has like 5 in the series, and I got 3. I have some more coming from Yoseka Stationery. I'm worried that I might have bought a double. I think I might have bought this one from Yoseka Stationery. If I did, I might do a giveaway in the future because I don't know if I will use that. We use that much ink. So do I need that much ink? No, I don't. I don't need doubles. And then another one of this brand, the Tin Woodman. I thought this was a really pretty color. Let's open and see if the bottle, because some of the bottles had some really pretty artwork. No. Pretty color, like kind of a brown gray, like a warm gray. And then I saw this color, just a regular Sailor 437. I don't know, this pink was like really speaking to me. It's a nice pink. Hopefully you can't hear my kids. My husband's out there with them, but they can make a lot of noise. So look how pretty that is. So yeah. And then the last pen, not the last pen, I do have another pen coming, I know. I think I got 6 pens at the show. That I was trying really hard to restrain myself, but I budgeted for this. Like I gave myself a really large budget. I bought a Pilot Vanishing Point, and I was going to get the matte black, but then I saw the matte blue and I fell in love with this pen, and it's another medium. So there's the nib. I have not tried to open it, so I'm not sure like how the, oh, that's easy. That's super easy. Okay. The other one that I have that is the retractable pen, the Platinum Curtis, that one is a little more involved to take apart. This one is definitely easier to take apart. So I got this one. I'm excited to use it. I've kind of got a thing now for like this retractable fountain pens. They're really nice. So that is all I got. And no, it's a lot. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing what I brought or what I got. I will be doing a ink swatching video for the Troublemaker inks, and I think I might do, when I get my Yoseka order, I will do another swatching video for these, and I will try them on a few different papers to see what they look like. And I do plan on doing some more like brand oriented ink swatching videos in the future. And I still need to do an updated pen collection. I tried filming it the other day, But now that I have more pens, I think I'm just going to go ahead and refilm it so that I can actually include everything that I own. So that is all I got. And I'm really excited to play with my new toys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you get a chance to go to a pen show, do it. Just do it. You will enjoy yourself. You will meet people that are like-minded, a lot of friendly faces. Just do it. If you have to go alone, just go. Go by yourself. Go with friends. Go with a partner. My husband was kind enough to come with me and not complain, even though he's not really a fountain pen guy. But highly recommend if you have a chance, go to a pen show. You will not regret it. Anyways, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.